Well, that's pretty good. Well, now we're going to look at groups. And I loaded some groups in right here. I've got a group going on here. This is the 808 Southern Kit. I'll play it back a little bit. Now also, another tip here. If you want to bring this sound down, you can do it directly on the controller from right here on our machine, Mach 1 or Mach 2. And in the software, go to the upper right-hand corner here. Right there, you see the Native Instrument logo and the on or off button. So I press play here, we hear nothing. See that? I gotta turn this on, and now we're hearing it back. I stopped it. And right here, a little triangle here. You see these audio levels go up here in this audio level section. You see the left and the right. And right here's the peak. You'll notice there's a little triangle there. You move it up or down, and I can control the audio level of that sound that's coming out. That's a stereo left and right output. So next, I've got a kit here. Of course, we know we can select the sound. I can also go here to sounds. Now, you see a little waveform there for the icon in the library type? That is for your samples. And below we'll have samples here. But you'll also see below samples, all samples, we have a lot of types. Primarily because I also have Complete 9. I've got a lot of stuff here. So I may want to change this hi-hat, we'll say, right? So I go here to close hi-hats. And I got a list of a bunch of closed hi-hats. I want you to notice something. I just played the sound here in my search result list. And the reason why that is because my control bar now has turned into something else. I can also listen back to any sound. Now you also know the load button is on. And with the load button on, that sound loaded in to slot number 3, which is this closed hi-hat 606X1. Let's undo that. And we'll get back to the original 808 hi-hat right there. See? Now I can turn off the load now. I want to keep this little speaker icon, and you see this little level here, or you see the triangle right there, below this line. I can raise and lower the audition level. So what's happening here, it gives you this little speaker and an output for anything in my search list that is a sample. And I can hear that back by just clicking on it. And better yet, I can move my up and down arrows and scroll for the right sound I'm looking for. As I go up and down here, we can see we're looking for the right sound. And once I pick that sound, I can double click it or use my load button, and it loads in right there into slot number 3. Now we can still see, of course, if it was tagged, obviously it was tagged as a hi-hat closed analog, and we can still see the info. It's a WAV file though. So you can see here that machine reads WAV files. And also reads REX files too, which we'll cover later on. But see, the type is a WAV file. Of course, we have the file size, the date formatted, and the author is Native Instruments. So it's one of their samples. And this is how we can audition sounds that are samples from the browser using the control bar. Okay, some tips now. First of all, when you get this search result and it appears in this long list, you do not know how long the list is. Okay, so there's a little handle right here that you use to scroll up and down. See that? Just grab that with your cursor there and you move it up and down, all the way down now, all the way to the bottom, and that's a pretty big list. That's a list of all the hi-hats that machine has for us right there. It's a huge list. So sometimes you need to grab this and see what you're looking for if you're trying to find a specific file. Also, I may go to here to, let's say, groups. I'm looking for kit. Let's see, 808's in there, right? So I have 808 here already, 808 kit. And so I'm putting kit here, it says 808 kit, and I go to loops here, 808's still there. I go to percussion, this is still here, it still says 808, see? And so as you notice, it still says 808, and I keep hitting something, I'm not getting any search results. That's because there is something here that's blocking me in my search field. So you want to erase what's in the search field, and then once I do, we now get some results from the selection of my types and then my mode of what I want to look for. So be aware of that. If you're searching for something, make sure the search is in there. If you're through searching, erase it.